Welcome back to the Rangers Report, sponsored by Lila. Of course, I'm always joined by Andy Sinton. Since, how are we? How have we been?
Really good. How are you?
Yeah, not bad, thank you. The season's been okay start. How have you made it so far?
Yeah, okay. I think since the first game of the season, boys are unbeaten, which is really positive and really good. I think the performance has been a little bit up and down, but a new team in transition, coming together. So, a steady start.
And we're delighted to be joined by striker, attacker, Michael Frey. How are we?
I'm good, thank you. I'm very good.
Top goal scorer as well at the start of the season, 4 goals. How has that been straight away?
Yeah, I think it's for me, it's a good start. I can score some goals, I help the team. And when you see the results, we are now in the middle of the table, but of course, we want to go up.
And the first goal came against Cambridge in the cup from the edge of the box. Is that something over the summer that you've been working on, enjoying that sort of strike?
I strike a lot, yeah. In the holiday, in the preparation, it's always the finishing after training. And like this, you become the trust in the shoot. And that's what you have to do after training. Yeah.
And we played Luton Town on the Friday night, where you earned the Man of the Match award as well. Was that a performance that you were happy with?
I think in Luton we played a good game, especially the first 15 minutes was very good. We pressed them and we was already able to score some goals. But then maybe after the first goal we was a little bit insecure. But then second half we deserved the win, I think, also there.
Since, what did you make of that trip to Luton?
Well, it was a great win. A lot of Rangers fans there to see it and celebrate at the end, which is fantastic for the players to see. I think what Michael says is right. I thought we started the game really well. The first 15, 16 minutes, we were the better side. They scored against the run of play. A bit unfortunate the way he comes off Jimmy. We get to half-time. I think Paul Nardi, early in the second half, makes a really good save when the lads clean through to keep it up 1-0. A couple of little tactical tweets, and within a couple of minutes, Cookie just helps one into space, which for me sometimes is a good ball. And it's all about Michael, his strength, his desire, his persistence, then his vision to pick Nicholas out at the far post. Great goal. And 3 or 4 minutes later, we get the winner. Good team goal. Kenneth puts in a great crosser and an absolutely emphatic finish at the far post, right in front of the Rangers fans, which proved to be the winning goal. So yeah, great performance in the second half.
Michael, talk us through that goal, that moment as the ball dropped across and you saw the thousands of QPR fans behind you. It must be a nice feeling.
Yeah, I think in this situation there was a lot of players also in the box. So I was on the second post and nobody looked on me. I came from behind. And Smithy made also a very good run there to open the space for me. When he don't do this run, maybe the defender come to me. And then it's a beautiful cross, good finish. Perfect before the fans.
As a striker, that feeling must be, that's what you are a footballer for, isn't it?
Yeah, I think to score a goal is the best feeling in football. Yeah, of course also to win titles or to win games, but the moment when you score a goal and everybody go crazy, I think this is something you cannot find in other way in the life. Yeah.
And we had a few performances after that. The Crystal Palace game was a positive team performance despite the result. And Sheffield Wednesday wasn't perhaps the performance we wanted, but we went away with a point. Is that showing the togetherness we have, that never say die sort of attitude, that we never give up, we keep going?
Yeah, I think we really never give up. We always, it's also good for the belief that you can see you can come back. Also when it's 1-0, we are not gone. When it's 2-0, we are not gone, we come back. And that's a good sign. But of course, it's better when you score the 1-0. That's always better, yeah.
From my point of view, I think that shows a real strength in the team. And certainly over the last year, we've seen it time and time again where the team have gone behind. But as you say, they roll their sleeves up. They never know when they're beat. They come late in games and they get their reward. So we've seen it time and time again. I think the fans can see that there's that belief now within the players and then the team. And when you're not at your best, which I don't think we have been in a few of the recent games, we've had periods in games where I think we've been really good. We've had periods in games where we've struggled a bit. But when you're not at your best, certainly in the early part of the season, so important to be able to pick up points. And that's what the guys have done. So every credit to them.
And we saw a Millwall, another goal in front of the Loftus Road crowd. Must be a great feeling. And that link-up play with Dembele as well must have been a nice moment for you as a striker.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Dembele in this action, it's a very difficult pass for me. He come in full sprint and the timing was perfect the moment he played. And then, it was a good run also. But yeah, we can score also goals in this way, not just too many passes. Was a good counter.
Is that something you would work on training, Michael? You know, them sort of instances where someone's breaking and you've got to time your run. Your run's got to be angled. It's got to be, and you've got your nice calm finish.
Yeah, we know with Cuddy, he likes to drive in, and then the striker have to make this run, or you stay on the second post. But I don't say it too loud. But yeah, that's of course we work on that. Yeah.
Do you watch any other strikers in football? We saw Haaland score somewhat similar goal against Arsenal on Sunday. Is that something that you're watching and learning from everyone that you can?
I think from the best striker you can learn the most. I mean, like players like also Oliver Giroud, or they move so smart in the 16, always on the blind side, come in the right timing in the front. I look often at them. Yeah.
And we saw the celebration coming out, the unicorn. Tell us the story behind that.
Yeah, the thing was, I have a unicorn on my chest because the family sign, it's on the flag. Also, maybe you know Chocolat Frey. There is a unicorn on it. And Jimmy always, when I came to the change room, he made, then he make like this. And then, now it's just a thing. Yeah.
We saw the unicorn, the heart, and then the coffee cup celebration.
That was everything in one. It was maybe a little bit too much, but it's okay. We have to let the emotions out. It's good.
And another man of the match performance, you got voted as well. That must be a nice feeling.
Yeah, man. I wish we will won and no man of the match better. But of course, it's nice.
And as we mentioned at the beginning, the work that you did in the summer, we saw a lot on your social media pages in the off season, doing a lot of work, putting a lot of training out on your own, scoring a lot of goals. And then when we've been out covering training here, we see you with a bag of balls at the end of the session, drilling them in towards the goal. Is that something that you like to work on and you continue to do throughout your career?
Yeah, I think last season I felt not the best. I felt not like that I can help. I was able to help the team, but not like I really wanted, like with the sprint, steep, come back, hold the ball. That's a very physical job and you need to work for that very hard. What I did now. And I'm happy to be in this shape and now just to keep going and stay healthy. That's the most important thing.
Similar to you when you were in your playing days, it must have been something that you worked on, giving you that extra edge, doesn't it? When you're
I think all good players, all top players, they know what they need to work on. They do that little bit extra. Sometimes it's the bits that no one sees, which can make the difference. So if that's 10, 15, 20 minutes after training, I used to stay behind with one of the coaches or one of my teammates or one of the younger boys and just used to cross balls, sometimes to no one, sometimes into areas, just so you get that feel. I know you've got to be wary of your legs, doing too much. I think 15, 20 minutes after training, striking, getting used to hitting the target, getting used to hitting the net, can get in here as well. And football in the mind is huge. So if Michael's doing extra hit training and hitting the target, he'll naturally go onto the pitch on a Saturday feeling more confident about himself. And when the chances come, you're not really thinking about them. You're not really snatching them. It just sort of comes natural. So that repetition is key. And it was great to hear because he obviously missed the back end of last season through his injury. I know, having spoken to him, how frustrated he was not to play his part right at the end of last season, but he's gone away. He's worked incredibly hard during the summer, and I think everyone's seeing the benefits of that work that Michael went away and did.
And you mentioned Jimmy talking about the unicorn. Is that a relationship that you're growing? Him, Lucas, the coffee club, as it's mentioned. Are you part of that now?
Yeah, I think there is a good relationship in the team. We can have fun together, but when we go on the pitch, it have to be serious, and then we work very hard. But next to the pitch, it's a good feeling. We meet each other sometimes for a coffee, or it's nice. I feel good in the team.
And how's it been moving to London? Is that something that you've enjoyed? It's somewhere different that you've never been before in your career?
It was funny. When I was in Antwerp, I was one time in London, and my wife said, like, it will be so nice when here is a club. And then maybe 3 weeks later, QPR came, and we love London. My wife loves London, and we enjoy to be here. Yeah, it's a beautiful city. Also, there is so many things to do. You have to focus on the right things. That's the other thing. Yeah.
Since, same to you, when you moved down from Newcastle at a young age, how is it to adapt to a new place in your career like that?
I think when you move clubs, I never moved country. I moved clubs from one end to the next. Whenever you move club, it's challenges. It's challenging for the player, but it's also challenging for family. And sometimes the player has the easy job. He's straight into a dressing room with 24, 25 boys. It's the partners, it's the wives who are left behind, having to deal with kids and schools and doctors, etc., etc. So that can be the hard part, but as long as the player can be as happy as he can be off the pitch, I think you see the rewards on the pitch as well. So yeah, and it's important that the players, they socialise together. Whether it's the coffee club, in my day we used to go golfing every 2 or 3 weeks. We used to meet for meals once a month, and that builds that togetherness and trust and belief in each other, and that can help you win points.
And we mentioned the mingling as well with goalkeeper Paul Nardi. He's obviously French, but you've learned English together. English has got stronger together. Is that something that's...
Yeah, I think my English is a little bit stronger than his, but he is working very hard. And I speak also a little bit French. So when he says sometimes a word he don't know in English, I can help him a little bit more. But Nardi is a top guy.
How important is that language barrier for you to sort of overcome, to understand? Obviously, football is a universal language, but to have the English so you can speak to someone and tell them to get in position, or I want to be there, I want the ball there. How important is that to you?
Yeah, I think I spoke already quite good English, because in Istanbul, in Fenerbahce, you speak English with the players. In Lille, they don't like to speak English in Lille. I learned that there you have to speak French. But on the most places, also in Belgium, you speak English. So I came already with a good knowledge about English. But here, I have to say, some players I really struggle to understand. But
go on, name them. Who you struggling?
Smithy, sometimes. The most Smithy, I have to say. But he adapted also and speaks slower. But I understand him.
And on Saturday, on the field, Blackburn Rovers trip to Ewood Park. That's where you made your debut back in February, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Looking forward to it, to be back on a place that that kicked off the life here at QPR.
Yeah, we're looking forward. I think Blackburn is a good team. They started strong, and but we go there with confidence and try to take the 3 points.
Since optimistic?
Always. No, why can't we go there and win? Blackburn have started well. 12.6 games. I think they've won all 3 at home. So you've got to give them credit. But we are a good team. I think we've shown it at times, and I use that phrase at times because I think we've been a little bit up and down. Marty never shies away. I think he said after the game on Saturday, we have to be better. So that's good, because he's demanding and the players are demanding from each other. So we go to Ewood Park. Like any game in the Championship, it's going to be hard, it's going to be tough. But we go and back ourselves, impose our style on the opposition, backed by the Rangers fans. Come on, yours.
And lastly, Michael, season as a whole, what's the sort of ambitions for you personally?
We want to end up so high as possible. I think that's the biggest goal. But now we have to take game by game. We have to, I think, just working on the details. There are a lot of new players. We started now okay. And the goal is now to have a good fundament that we get even stronger. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you for joining us, mate.
Thanks, Michael, and good luck.
Thank you very much. Thank you.